blocking your road. Ain't your pumpkin pie, it's Halloween outside, you got some in your eye. Better cut across the room, smile at me, ignore all my woes, and a bathroom stall. You're the best of them all. Talk about romance movie and the ones that I might love. I lied about all the world that I told your friend. You're still on my mind. That train never left. And everything I needed is gonna go away. And everything I wanted will never stay. It's like a Halloween costume, it does me down. Every good thing must come to an end.
Hey, what's going on? Chris Bushman here with another stream. And what we're streaming is Terra Phantastica on the Sega Saturn. So I've been kind of reading through the manual a little bit here. Even have a little bit of a hint book as we want to go through this. Trying to capture the full experience of going through this, what seems to be a fairly well-regarded Japanese tactics game on the Sega Saturn. And of course, to play this on my Sega Saturn, we are using the Action Replay Plus. Boy, howdy. Makes it super convenient. And we're going to kind of jump right in. This is going to be very much leveraging Google Translate. 110%. Almost unapologetically. So, I better bring chat up on my phone too so I can see that. Restream chat. Open in the browser. Oh, jeez. I think we're just gonna get right in the beginning here. Oh, see, now I gotta walk all the way over here to see what the text said. Oh, yes. Sega! So I believe what the story is here based on what I Google Translate out the manual here and some light playthrough before. We have a kingdom. We have a duke of some kind in the kingdom. Duke, in this kingdom, there's like a nameless female statue that's said to be of a goddess that would protect said kingdom. Demon Kingdom rises from the west. They attack. They kill this Duke King, whoever is running the good kingdom. The second in line is witnessing this, but then this powerful female human comes out of nowhere, resembling the statue, and overpowers this demon general that's there. And we'll see this play out a little bit in the beginning of the game. This is the statue right here. And then once overpowered, the female human passes out. And we kind of get to the game where she's like amongst these Good Kingdom's generals and army folks as they start tactically planning how to protect the kingdom and counterattack against this demon kingdom, more or less. And that's kind of what we're going to be seeing here. Also gotta love the pre-rendered goodness of these cinematics, 100%. Fortunately, much of this game is in text form, so Google Translate applies pretty well. Fun factoid, Sega Shiro, apparently as part of their Patreon, have an ongoing fan translation of this very game where they got much of it translated to English already. Not 100%, but a great deal of it. So, you know, if we choose, we could also go down that route of running a patch version of the game that has some translation to it. That would require becoming a Patreon and kind of going down that route, which one could, but, you know, I think this game would certainly be worth the effort. Sega. Why can't we be the demons? I think that's new game or continue. We're going to do a new game. And I did increase the brightness and contrast a bit on the capture. Hopefully it's enough, because certainly we get a little more coming out of the screen I have in front of me than I think we have in the capture. Though of course I don't want to turn up too much. We start getting like just like a white haze on everything, you know. Also, part of it is this second in line for the Duke of Sorts names the statue or goddess here. We'll keep the standard name, as if we were naming a character in an RPG. But we're going to have some war. We're going to have some tactics. The core gameplay of this is you have generals you control in a traditional Final Fantasy Tactics-esque or Tactics Ogre-esque grid. You have a range, you have movement, but then you drop down in... It's probably a better way of putting it for the tactics portion, but there's squares, you move along squares in a given range in turn-based order, and when you go to fight or combat, your general has a number of units as like a squad, so not too far off of like a Dragon Force, or perhaps I don't think the Shining games did that. You definitely have some of it with Advance Wars, but that's sort of realm of tactics game. So you then go into a combat screen where your general and troops fight enemy general and troops, whoever you're lined up against. I know it's not new, and I know there's other games that do it this way. I just can't think of them off the top of my head. But then you have control over formation, and I think there might be some abilities you have some control over as well. I would have to double check if there's any kind of sort of advantage, disadvantage-esque thing to types of troops, like you would see in a Dragon Force. I'm not sure. Does Line Gracer do that? Yeah, I guess Line Gracer does that. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good. We'll go Lane Gracer.
あの剣は父様の
But that's the kind of game we're going to see here. So we will have a bit of a macro and micro layers of tactical gameplay here. I didn't go deep enough in the tutorial or the manual yet to see how far troop composition and formations really go with combat. Or even, are we dealing with something where we have to do like Koei style things of having to capture generals so they can like retreat and things like that. The battles didn't seem as macro as that. It's still definitely kept within a particular scenario that's not like a countrywide sort of thing, but more of a set battlefield. I do like this sort of, I hate saying storybook look because I think it's a bit, it's a term that's used a lot to try to describe an aesthetic, but this sort of flat illustration to be figures within a more of a 3D pre-rendered space, I do like that look to it. Like it provides a very a very engaging aesthetic for sure. It definitely pops. So we have our demon guy here. Demon guy is known as Zaitan, Z-A-I-T-A-N. He says, "What are you? Is that how you plan to stop me?" He's a very arrogant demon. If you can, try it. I think she's gonna try it. And we get our battle screen. And this is what the screen will typically look like, except you have other troops here too. Well, as you just, you know, let's just max that damage. Let's go do that a little bit. Zaitan says, "Ugh, this power is... my demon body to be wounded. To think that the son of man can inflict a wound on his hand. This has never happened before." I see. Shoku-sama is the new name, so the prophesied day has finally come. No, it's fun, it's fun. How great is your power? He likes a challenge. I am Zaitan, one of the 4 demon generals of Biofong, the one who will watch over. Let's take a look at your face. Oh. See here. The direct translation says, "Let's take a look at your face and shadow and pull you up for today." I suspect this is more of a... something more about... we're not seeing everything of this character that would be expected. It's like something, like some sort of guise or some kind of like, you know... we'll see what becomes of you as you demystify yourself of sorts, perhaps. Something along those lines. This is Alexis. Says, thank you for being so dangerous. No. Thank you for risking your life. I'm Alexis. What's your name? And I believe our character is going to be like, I don't remember. Amnesia, I bet. Name? I can't remember. So this is Roche, or Roche, R-O-C-H-E. Says, you have a memory. Perhaps you have to remember. And she's like, she can't. And she falls to the ground. What mysteries will be coming here? Alexis, she says, listen to the crowd around her, and she goes to her nameless heroine. She's like, are you okay? She'll be okay enough to recover, I'm sure. You hear Alexis say as we go black here, saying, there is no name. Same as that statue. Oh my god, are they connected? Oh my god. I don't think that's the words we're looking for there. Then I'll put it on for you like that time. I don't know what you mean by that. Yes, your name is... so perhaps she's naming her just like the statue, as she recalls the statue. I think that's what she is. Alexis is trying to say. The mysterious woman who appeared with a dazzling flash of light and saved Miss is the kingdom we're in, from falling has lost her memory. Yes, she has. She fainted from the weakness of the battle. Yeah? She fainted from the weakness of the battle and was given the name Dean by Alexis. That was the name I once gave to the unknown goddess statue with my late mother. How interesting. Interesting. So basically, Alexis who's talking, this is Alexis II. Alexis I is the one who died in battle. The funeral of the late Grand Duke Alexis was carried out in a hurry and without a corpse. Interesting, without a corpse. I wonder if the demons will bring Alexis I back. Wouldn't that be a twist? Who had the twist? Alexis lost her parents to that guy, but she wasn't allowed to grieve. She lost her parents in the battle, but she had no time to grieve. We don't know. It's unclear when the Kabufan army will attack again, and the surrounding countries are also beginning to show signs of unrest as Maias is weakened by the lack of a king. Or Miss is, her kingdom. Alexis II, who became the new Grand Duke, hastily convened a council of state, who are basically we're going to be talking to right now. Here, they're going to give points of view and all that. The treatment of Dine, whose identity is still unknown. I think Dine is what the name is supposed to be. D-I-N-E with an accent on the top. I forget the term. Whose identity is still unknown was also decided at the meeting. Excuse me. Chapter 1. Excuse me. Goodness. So Alexis II says, Father's funeral. Thank you, everyone. Azan says, Mother, your words are such a waste when compared to His Highness's sorrow for the continued misfortunes of your father and his mother. And we have Derma. I guess this is Derma. More than that, the next Grand Duke of Miss will not be my youngest brother. Sorry. Alexis takes it. Tristan says, the letter from His Majesty the Emperor officially appoints His Highness as Grand Duke of Miss. Derma retorts, by the way, Azan, who is this woman? Azan is, with all respect, this is Dain Dono, who saved His Highness during the recent invasion of the demon army. As a result of his accomplishments, he has traveled the territory and has decided that he will continue to work hard for this miss. I wonder if just like we're not getting... The gendered pronouns are not what I'm expecting. I don't know if that's just Google Translate not quite picking it up, or if there's something, information I'm missing here. Tristan says, now then, I have to introduce this and that. So then we got a number of choices here for who would you like to introduce? And see, so we have the Duke of Dama up top. We have Priest Roche, Chancellor Virginie, Oliver Treasurer, Chief Cabinet Secretary Tristan, Grand Duke Alexis, Prime Minister Azan. Then we proceed with the meeting. So I'm going to start with Grand Duke Alexis. Alexis says, nice to meet you, 9. And then I think this is Duke Derma, the kind of heftier guy, yeah. Derma says, I'm Alexis' uncle, Duke Dama. Duke Dama Denai. At the meetings, I say things like, I'll say whatever I want, and I'm afraid that holding back what you want is to say is bad for your health. So it's a pretty blunt personality we have here. Someone who's very much going to be like, you know, they value complete transparency of whatever's on top of their mind. All right, so let's talk to our head priest here. My name is Roche. I'm the chief priest of the Great Temple of Miss. Roke. We'll say Roke, if I remember to say Roke. At meetings, I try to speak in accordance with the divine will. Okay, so we're getting the, you know, that sort of thing. So I'm assuming the console for like in between encounters will kind of give me an idea of where we're at military campaign wise and what types of advice they'll give. So Grand Chancellor Virginie, Virginie. I am Countess Virginie, or Vile. Counselor Miss, I am working on it. Chancellor Miss, I am working on it. Whatever that exactly means. I'd like to make a decision at the agenda of the meeting of light on Myth's Law. So this is our Oliver Treasurer. I'm assuming this is just our Treasurer. Looking very pirate-like. Oliver says, Count Oliver is the Lord of the Treasury, and he's also a naval admiral. Lately, he's only been paying money on land. At meetings, there's a lot of talk about money, but he says, that's my role. Okay, so he's our Treasurer. I wonder what campaign funds are like in this. Do we have that kind of gameplay going on? Chief Cabinet Secretary Tristan. Tristan says, I've been appointed as Chief Cabinet Secretary. Baron Tristan. I am in charge of foreign affairs and administration. So he's talking to other countries for us, give us an idea of where they're at. At meetings, I understand my role to speak primarily from a diplomatic standpoint. I wonder if we get some choices in like how we handle other countries. So I'm assuming we don't just storm in every encounter and just blow things up. We could try, I guess. And the Prime Minister Azan. Chancellor of Miss, I am a chairperson of this meeting, Duke Azan. At meetings as Prime Minister, I will advocate what I believe is best for Miss and His Royal Highness. Okay. And then we proceed with the meeting. Say, Roke. The holy letters that appeared on the pillars of the temple last year. The great oracle announcing the crisis of the country. Do you remember that miracle? Tristan is saying, I'm remembering names. Oh, no, sorry, it's Oliver. That's right. Oliver's the treasurer. Tristan is. All right, I'm getting there with the names. Oliver's like, give a name to the headless protector of the Son of Man, bringer of peace. Give the sword to the one who answers the question of the colorful and colorless Lord. Seems to be the miracle they speak of, or perhaps a not miracle, but a prophecy. I'm assuming that's what they're talking about. That's right. And dying donos look at the shadow. Look at her shadow. I assume it resembles the statue. I'm going to kind of go off of that. Isn't there a shadow above the neck? Furthermore, this person lost her memory and said, I don't even know my name. Nameless. It's this person. They don't know their name. They're raising swords. Oh my god. Isn't it just as the great oracle said? I think that's the point. I think that's what we're talking about here. We got ourselves a prophecy on our hands. Yes, I thought this was the person who would save Miss. What do you say, Alexis? I believe in oracles, and I want Dine to become Marshal of Miss. I get to be a Marshal? Wow. Then, as the Chief Chamberlain, he said, I want you to always be by my side. Well, I understand, because I saved Alexis before, so she's probably want a partner in this, and someone's going to protect her. What is your... Roke asks, what is your opinion? Okay, what choices do I get here? So again, the opinions of other folks here. So the Duke of Dama says, what's your opinion on this? I am firmly against it. For a woman whose name I don't even know, I am fit to be a marshal. Okay, that's one opinion. What does Roke say? Roke says, I agree we should follow oracles. Derma, of course, does not like this. Even if I ask for more opinions, it's a waste of time. Make a decision quickly, Alexis. Dang. Azan says, Your Highness, how would you like it? Derma is like, I don't even want... doesn't like it. Doesn't matter. Alexis says, yeah, I think Dine is the best. I think of appointing my former master in chief. I think of appointing you as Marshal and Chief Chamberlain. I think Derma's gonna betray us. I get betrayal vibes from Dharma, this Duke. Are you serious? You asked for my opinion and you didn't take it. Yeah. We didn't take it. So if you're not happy about it, if you don't like it, the next time you have to make a decision, say, I don't agree with it. Why even ask me? Throw a fit. Good lord. Dharma is in a bad mood. Sure is. So maybe that's gonna be part of this. I have to sort of navigate when to ask people about certain things. I should bring this chat up somewhere so I can see it from here, because right now... Oh, here we go. I like to see the fat, ugly guy not be a jerk villain. Yeah, we will see. Certainly proud. Azan says, I'm sure there'll be some objections, but this is Her Highness's, the Grand Duke's decision. From now on, I would like Dine to do her best as Field Marshal and Chamberlain Chief of Staff. It is decided. Dine says, I got it. Dine is officially allowed to attend the meeting. Yay! I'm allowed. I did it. Azan says, well then, about the current situation surrounding our country. If you have any questions, we will answer them. So, I think this will start getting us into what countries are what and where and all that good stuff. What information would you like to hear? Let's talk about... This says Selection Empire. I don't think that's the... Oh, I guess it is. About selecting empires. Azan says... A great empire was ruled by our emperor Acratus the 23rd. Our country is also a member of this empire. Hence why we're all talking about dukes and stuff, because we're not emperor duke. Directly controlled territory of Selection Empire. Azan says that our territory is directly ruled by the emperor, where the imperial capital Ceres, Ceres, C-E-R-E-S, is located. Okay. So we have kind of the central country where the emperor resides. Okay, makes sense. Grand Duchy of Miss. This is us. This is our country, the Grand Duchy that is the oldest temple in the world and supports the empire. Which I guess kind of makes sense with having a deity statue that comes to life. As you know, we are in a critical situation with the death of Her Royal Highness Alexis I and the recent interception of the Bureau Frog army and the destruction of the regular army. Our army got wiped out by a bunch of demons from the west. Which, yep, that tracks. Demon armies are rough. The Aroma Kingdom, I guess, is going to be this. What does Azan say? It's one of the constituent. I think you're trying to say something, maybe one of the largest countries in the empire. Yeah, I think that's what you're trying to say. One of the largest countries in the empire. It's a branch of the imperial family. It has a strong influence over the empire. Okay. King Julian the 7th is the uncle of His Royal Highness Alexis II. Okay. Aroma and Miss have clashed many times over the border in the territory of Leora. Okay. So we're not on the most friendly of terms at times, even though we have some relation. Next page. We have the Grand Duchy of Nordgard. So this is Nordgard here. Azan says another one of the countries in the empire. It's a key point of defense to the north, which makes sense. Has friendly relations with Japan. Okay. So Japan is in lore. This is the Principality of Fershen. One of the states of the empire. Its main defense to the west of the empire. It's now occupied by Bufon, the demons. Due to the confusion of the country over the Duke's title, the army was unable to resist the invading demon army and was destroyed. That will do it. Domins. Domins are the problem. The Imperial Free City Valdez. It's one of the cities in the Selection Empire. Sure is. It's an economical city, what's called the Emperor's Wallet. With permission of the Emperor, it's ruled by the Free City Council. So very much, I get very much like a Hong Kong-esque feel to it, where it has a bit of independence from the rest of the country because of it just being such an economic and trade-centric area. That'll be sort of the metaphor I have in my head. Perhaps more metropolitan and a lot more diversity going on there, as it's, just a commerce center. Then we get to the demon country, Bufon. Okay. Here's the actual demon country. It has been a land for fear for humans, where demons and ghosts have roamed since ancient times. We don't like to go there. In recent years, new monsters have increased abnormally, invading the Empire under the command of someone finally occupied Vershen, which we saw was fell from confusion and such. It is a formidable force that cannot be compared to anything before, such as encouraging countries to betray us. It is truly the greatest crisis of the human race. My God. And I thought we were the monsters the entire time. And let's proceed with the meeting. The Bufon army, which failed to invade our country, retreated to Vershen. However, there's a possibility that they'll attack again, so we cannot let our guard down, of course. Tristan's like, in any case, the first thing to do would be to rebuild our devastated army. True. We got whooped, and it was because of a deity statue that we survived. All we have now left is a small number of infantry and light cavalry. Great. What say you, Oliver? Reconstruction will take a considerable amount of time and money. Yeah, not wrong. The quickest way would be for His Excellency Dharma to provide his security forces to the military. He's in a bad mood right now, though. Are you asking me to lend security forces I've worked so hard to the regular army? You're not kidding. However, I can think of it on the condition that I'll be Grand Duke and Carolyn will be the Marshal. Or I'm assuming they mean me being the Marshal. Tristan says, then Marshal Dine, why don't we try some exercises right away? How do you think? If you are true to what the Grand Oracle says, you will learn a lot even in sudden exercises. So basically, you'll learn to pick up things fairly quickly. Tyne says, okay, it's true that I have no memory of the past, so whatever, I'm just like an empty avatar in this. However, I felt a strange sensation in my hand. For some reason, there was a familiar feel with the sword that when it was in my hand. Like, I've used swords before. Your Highness, I also request you start practicing right away. Yes, Alexis, time. Dine. Marshal Dine. Okay, Marshal Dine, prepare immediately. Thank you, Your Highness. Durba says, I see. I'll lend you my personal guard. Let's show you the power of the new Marshal. You're so happy that you're new Marshal. Azan says, well then, we will end the meeting. Claude Dine Dono in the office. Claude says something. We gotta get a focus on. Come on, camera. Don't be like this. You're doing so good. Claude just goes, ha! But wait, there's more text. Claude says, Miss Dine, this is the Marshal's office. Thank you. Oh. Come on. Thank you. Your name is Claude, correct? Claude says, I've been ordered by His Excellency's aide-de-camp, so please call me Claude. Although I don't have enough skills, I will help you with whatever decorations I can. Perhaps main exercises? By the way, the commander who will be under His Excellency has come to greet us. Is that so? Then Claude, please pass it to me. Gerald. I'm Baron Gerald, and I was appointed general by His late Royal Highness Alexis the First. I'm Brat, an apprentice priest. I heard about Roke, the priest's father, and heard about the oracle that Dine said. So many characters. Who are you? Google Translate is not pulling it up. Okay, well, if you're not going to tell me who you are right now, I'm going to look up in the manuals, at least have a name. But they're saying, hey, we'll have more complicated discussion later. This particular character is saying. Do we have a quick character guy here? We got many names here. There are a lot of characters in this manual. Not a bad thing, but we got some characters. Chini. So she's the daughter of Duke Dama. Okay. This is Jeannie. Hi, Jeannie. Oh, I'm Ginny, or Jeannie. That Dharma is the old man. It's hard when you have a greedy father. Well, I don't like to think of him as a parent, though. Guess if I just waited, she would have told me her name. Well then. Marlene. My name is Marlene the Nun, and although I'm inexperienced, I'm still practicing the art of recovery. So you'll be a healer someday for me? Gerald says there are a total of 4 people, including myself. From now on, I am under the command of Marshal Dono. Or I guess me? Thank you everyone for your hard work. Thank you. Gerald says this is the best we can do at the moment, but we'll start preparing for an exercise right away. See you later. So Claude, we're also preparing for the exercise? Clarice, please excuse me. Hi Claude, you're on the way. I was gonna be like, who's this? What about you? My name is Caroline Ariel Constance Anne-Marie de la Countess of Jordan. That is a very long title thing you want to just pop out at me. Okay. A famous, beautiful general who is part of Lord Dorma's bodyguard. Proud, too. Ah, you're going to be my partner in this exercise? What is that? I'll say it clearly. I want you to quit being marshal. Dang. You said it clearly. I'm not going to deny that. Okay. A marshal needs many different talents, not the least the ability to fight. Popularity and beauty in appearance. I assume you think you're a better marshal than I. I'm better than you and everything, so hand over the marshal to me. Understood, alright? Yeah, you're not shy about it. I refuse. Your plan was foiled. What is this? I am resigning when Master Alexis orders me to do so, and I cannot resign on my own. Okay, cheeky woman. Well, look forward to the exercises. I'll remind you. Remind me what? Please excuse me. She's like, well, good luck. I'll see you out there. Is Carolyn always in the mood like that? Claude says yes. And if she didn't have that personality, I definitely would want her in the regular army. Is that so? Well, from now on, anyway, let's just focus on preparing for the exercise. Yeah. Instead of everyone going, you shouldn't be marshal. I mean, to be fair, we're kind of going off of prophecy to make me a marshal. Or at least make Dyne a marshal. I can't really say it's me. Gerald says, Dyne, why don't you try training on our own before General Carolyn comes? Sure. Me and Brett will act like enemy troops. Brett's army's over there. Or Brett's troops are over there. Yup. Let's talk about visibility. Can you see my troops? Yup. How about Brat's troops? I know there's something there, but I can't be sure. You can check the details of troops of nearby enemies, but you can only see the signs of distant enemies. So you don't get quite a fog of war, but you get sort of a rough approximation. In other words, we only know where we are. You kind of know where the troops are at, but you don't know who they are or any other details. Therefore, if you let your guard down and move too much, there's a risk of unexpectedly strong enemies that'll be waiting for you. So it's not just like what you would know, but I guess also you don't want to walk into something that's just like a meat grinder. In order to advance the battle successfully, strategies such as covering each other with sight and reconnaissance with units with a lot of AP are important. I believe that's action points in this. And then, yeah, I think Diane's gonna be like, what's AP? Great question. AP, action point, is a number of is a unit you can use of how many times a unit can act in a certain period of time, called a turn. For example, if your AP is 2, you can perform various combinations of actions such as moving twice in a row, moving and attacking, attacking and moving, etc. Use 1 point of AP to move forward and see who the enemy is. If you retreat with only 1 point left, you can safely scout the enemy. That's right. Anyway, AP is important, so always pay attention to AP. AP, 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 AP. AP, AP, AP. Now please move to the front of my squad. Select you. And our menu choices have 3 AP here. Yeah, move. Move is the top at least. Oh, I may have to go to the manual for that translation because phone does not like the screen separation of those characters. But anyway, then we got that. There's facing. Alright, so facing may matter in this. Good to know. Or would you call it facing? Maybe, I guess. Might be a better word for it. Come to think of it, would an attack from behind or the side of the unit be more disadvantageous than an attack from the front? See, that's the exact thing I was asking. It's like the game knows. On the other hand, attacking units from behind or from the side, I'm sure, such as circling movements and attacks, are effective. That's right, Dyne. Come on. Why would you say that? No, you're still a strange person. Okay. Can you lose your genius even without memory? So it's like, you know a lot of tactical things for someone who doesn't have a memory. Okie doke, smoke. From that position, you should be able to see Brett's troops. Which I do, see? No longer does it look like a big old squiggly black smoke thing. Yes, I can see it. Alright, next, please change your strategy to assault. I'm assuming that means assault. Definitely doesn't mean pepper. So we have, what are my choices? Looking for results. Law of March, Law of Attack, Law of Kennen. So this is attack. Oh, I see. So there's like formations as well. So you see on the bottom there where it looks like at various formations, this might be more of an attack formation, movement formation, and some sort of like defensive formation, perhaps? Then we're going to go with an attack formation, which affects the stats to the left. What are these stats? Movement's the top. White attack is the second one? Is that right? Apparently the menu to the upper left, it goes move, white attack, white defense, shooting attack, fire defense. I don't know if white is the correct interpretation there. Let's see here. But I mean, obviously it looks like we get an idea of what how formations influence what we're doing here. And yeah, if I'm going to a pure attack sort of formation, movement isn't as big of a deal. So let's try to get to the formations here. There's definitely different kinds of troops. It probably wouldn't hurt for me just to kind of go through the manual on its own too and take it all in, you know? Goes to allow for the map movement, which is, yeah, that's good, it's fine. It goes through each step and selection. That'll be good to have in the future. I might even just crib some of the translation stuff that's out there for some of the menus, just to have those on hand. Just to make things a little bit quicker to go through. See if it has a close-up of the stats there. I don't know if it does or not. We have the different actions, which is fine. That's cool. This might be the best I get. Let's see if this is... I might need to zoom back out. Yeah. No, it's still saying white attack and white defense, so... Sure. Anyway, this gives me better attack and defense going to a defensive formation. So that's what we're going to do. This strategy has more advantages for attacking than moving. Yeah. Law of March is excellent for movement. Law of Assault is suitable for attacks. In addition to this, there are various tactics depending on units, but please learn them in actual battle. So, let's attack. Troops such as archers have long range and can attack from a distance. However, troops with swords and spears cannot attack unless they are adjacent to the enemy. Now, please proceed with the attack. Okay, so I can move. When I stop, I set a formation for my troops, which probably impacts the use of the next AP. And looks like maybe that that change in formation used an action point, and it's the actual attack. Which was also curious, the attack, I could attack, it looked like diagonally as well. So it looked like it was sort of in front of me, 3 horizontal. So, like, his troops are in a movement formation, it looks like. So we have attack, defense, something or other. We're going to do attack here. You see now he's moved to an attack formation. He's back to his movement formation, which would be not as good for him defensively. So this is the flow of attack. Your unit has a lot of AP. It's possible to move and attack the enemy in one turn, then move again and escape. The number of AP is determined by the combination of commander and troops and soldiers. So I'm assuming probably lighter fair troops, ones that are more mobile, get you more AP because they can move and stuff. But then you probably get better stats in terms of attacking with ones with lower AP. Probably some sort of balance along there. So if you combine the two properly, you can have a large AP force. I mean, it's a matter of organization. However, if you move or attack, your Elon will decrease. So that's like another stat. It appears that's like on the bottom. Always be careful of Elon or Elon. When Elon decreases, the attack power of units decrease. It's very dangerous to fight with Elon decreased. Before that happens, you either need to put troops to rest or use magic to recover Elon. So I guess that's their way of countering using like a specific set of troops fairly regularly. That's how I'm reading that right now. Yeah, a little bit like Ogre Battle. And with Ogre Battle 2, they had like a morality kind of system attached to it, you know? Where depending on how... it's like morality slash... almost like an honor system. So I recall when doing Ogre Battle before on the... I think it was Ogre Battle 64 I was playing? Or was it the Super Nintendo? It may have been Super Nintendo when I was playing on Virtual Console. No, I think it was Ogre Battle 64. Anyway, yeah, if you frequently use like a single group of units because they're like so over-leveled compared to other units, your honor would like decrease significantly, so you would just be locked out of certain classes to upgrade into, and your stats would not increase as fast either. So that was their way of trying to encourage diversity in troop groups and things like that. But in this case, they're just like, well, you're just gonna be higher risk then. It's not like you just level out of it. You just use them too much and gonna be worn down. But you can at least rest them. But I assume too it'd be too much. Like I said, it depends on if you win. Is there like a leveling system? How does that work? Or is it more of a promotion where like you get a pool of something and then you can promote to different paths for your troops? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, need to rest or use magic to increase it. Use energy light to restore martial units Elan. And there's our practicing healer. Or none. Marlene's like, yep. So, Marlene, we're going to go to your magic. You spend... I'm assuming this spends MP. This is energy light. So you see Elan's down a little bit. Confirm. Now it's filled up. Plus 21 Elan. Elan has recovered. Some Genie's like, somehow from a while ago I keep saying Elaine. Elan. SP does SP matter? Soldier points matter? Of course, SP is important. If this becomes 0, it'll be wiped out. I'm guessing that's like the actual troops that are getting damaged and blown away. However, if you don't pay attention to Elan, your SP will decrease as a result. Oh, so you just lose troops if your Elan's too low too. Okay. Good to know. I see. The next question is, can I increase SP at some point? Alright. Then, furthermore, someone who is better than a general, that means me, from His Excellency Dean's scope of command, avoid going out as much as possible. I'm assuming, like, you're trying to say don't put your general at risk, sort of thing? Is that what you're saying? Genie goes, why? Why try to avoid going out as much as possible there? If you're out of my... Oh, I say, don't go out of range of the... If there's like a range of command ability or something. If you're out of my or my general's command range, you'll start to... When you start your turn, your AP will decrease. So you have to stay within your general's range, or AP will go down. That's confusing. Does this mean you shouldn't go far away without permission? That's what it is. I'm assuming it's more of like a high-risk maneuver if you do it, of course. Nothing stops you. You can check the command range by pressing the Z button. Oh, yeah. So I had something to teach. I also had something to teach Dine. A commander higher than a general. You can explore various places. Commanders. When you explore a special tree or hut, information or items, I guess it's possible to get some stuff. Okay. Miss Dine, I also received a message from my father. I've been told this. It's not just... There's not just one appearance in this world, and if we use different eyes, the things we see and the phenomenon we perceive will never be the same. What? Dine has human eyes. However, through my training, I was able to obtain the eye of the sun. Marlene is the eyes of the moon. So, different generals can have different views of the world, and perhaps find different items, see different things? Use your eyes on the battlefield, my father used to say. Okay. I see. I'll thank the priest later. The chief priest later. Your Excellency Dine, Her Excellency Caroline and the guard will soon arrive. We will arrive. So everyone, get ready. Okay. So overall, that sounds like a fairly straightforward system in terms of stat management and all that. Here's Carolyn. I thought he rolled his tail and she rolled her tail and ran away, but I thought, I'm impressed that you're waiting for me. Or is it just ignorance? You want me to fuck you up? Okay, I guess I'll just do that. But I won't hold back. I'll make you realize how helpless you are against me. Gerald's like, it's starting. The goal is to defeat General Carolyn, so let's do our best as if it were a real battle. Well, Carolyn was talking a bunch of junk, so now it is a real battle. Ain't that a dang shame? Alright, so commander range is that. The one. And we got some troops over here of various mystery. Okay. So we got movement of 5, AP of 3, 3 and 5, 3 and 5, 3 and 6, 2 and 6. Okay, so Genie might have some good movement there. Everyone's in a movement formation. I'm just wondering about... Okay, so we have, what's his name? Not Flan. Son of Priest has MP. None has MP. Genie's health. I got health. Let me see what these actual actions are, because I want to know what I'm spending stuff on. I know top's movement. And again, this might result in me having to just look up like a quick translated menu here and be like, haha, there it is. That'd be the quickest thing to do, at least. But we're not doing quick things here. Heck no. Get that nonsense out of here. Yeah, that's not the menu I want. That's the end battle menu. I want this one. Yeah. So let's see what 8 is. 8 might be like end turn or something, I'm guessing. It looks very much like end turn. Yeah, it's end turn. And then top one is movement, I'm assuming. Yeah, and then what's 4? 4 is that just magic? That's tactics change, okay. So, okay, I'm not ready to change tactics yet. I think this is where I can check out what's in the house. Now, if I were smart, I would have like just kept this open to where the menus are at, so I could just easily look at that. Nah, we're gonna close it up. We're gonna close the manual, so I have to look for it again. That's really the smart thing to do. Okay, so we're looking at 6 or 7. So what's option 6? We're gonna look at option 7 first. 7 is explore. That's how you examine buildings. Okay, so that's what I want. Old man says, why'd you come here? It's not lost name and new name. It's a place that you have no use. Gerald says, you're rude. Well. That was rude. You don't have to be that rude to Gerald. So, let's see if it makes a difference if dying does it. Could be wasting time, but whatever. Does it sound like he was looking for no name or something? Have you come? Who bears the new name? What kind of name will you find? No, that is the rule of Son of Man. Let me help you out. Which would you choose, sun or the moon? Huh? If you use this extract, the world looks different. So do I make it the moon or do I make it the sun? Leave it to chat. Moon or sun? What are we doing? I wait the decision of the chat. Do we make it the moon? Or do we make it the sun? Boom, 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 boom. Moon. Moon it is. I got moon extract. Equipped with moon extract. Alright. We got moon extract now, y'all. Let's go. What's 6? Is that rest? So 6 is rest. That's how we get more Elan back. How do I look up my inventory? Say if I want to look up my inventory. Ah! These are all good reasons. I agree that why we take moon extract. Riddle me this. When's the last time we landed on the sun? Never. Riddle me this. Does the sun have multiple phases? Nope. Moon does. Can't say cheese of the sun. Say cheese of the moon. It's made of it. It's all dialogue stuff. I'm not worried about moon extract yet. I want to keep high ground. So we got movement of 5 to level 6. Really look nasty. But I think that's our target right there. Since you're closer to me, that's my bigger question. Was that a no? You're not going to move closer to me? Or are we just a bunch of jerks? Okay, so let's see here. I was going to have one more AP. I guess I will rest. They're an attack. They're an attack. Okay, so what we're gonna do is I think this is my change formation. Yep. I think this is my attack. Now let's see what options I have here in the actual attack menu, because I'm not aware of them. Let's see here. Yeah, so let's see what we got. We got number 1 is attack, of course. Selection 2 is probably some sort of assault weapon. Tell me a little more about that. What's that all about? Charge with a weapon. Executed by units with specific military class. If it's grayed out, it can't be executed. Not an attack. Not attack. It also cracks. A rare critical hit that deals 30 fatal damage. However, a corresponding will consume charge will automatically change to a movement type, so don't use it too often. It's said to be effective when delivering a finishing blow to a weakened enemy. Okay. So we got that. 3 is grayed out. What's 4? Tactics. That's how we change our tactics. What's 5? 5 is defense, protect and reduce damage. Reduces damage from enemy attacks. Since Elan decreases... It does not decrease Elan, so this can basically have units. If you defend, you'll take a little damage, but your Elan doesn't decrease like other enemies might. 6 is retreat. Okay. So I'm going to elect to do an attack since I'm already hitting them from behind. They hit a critical on me. That's lame. Oh, because they hit me with their weapons. That's part of it. Bit premature on your end, wasn't it? Their CPU is pretty low too. Oh, we got different troops too. Oh, interesting. Oh, we got range. Oh, that's good to know. Got him. I think this will be my rest. No, it's changing formation. That's my rest. Okay. I think I'm going to go to... you next. Oh, I forgot to change my formation. Oh, crap. I should have done it beforehand. Well, I'm... Oh, that was not smart. Not good. Dang it. So I think I might attack again, and then I will heal along with my other healer person. Kind of try to wear these folks down. Do the best I can here, basically. Bam, a well-timed defensive maneuver there. See that defense? Can I use... Your one's kind of low. You're pretty good. Here we go. So that gives me general stats. We're within general's range. Got movement of 5. He's hurt pretty bad. Let's do it. I got 1 AP left. End turn. Yeah, I figured you'd do something like that. Not attacking though? I don't know if that's wise. We do have range. So let's use it. Bam. Range is good. Let's use that range again. Try to mix it up a little bit. Yeah. So that's not good. I really did that to change their positioning a little bit. I didn't check my formation at all. Ah, we're good. Okay. We got numbers on you. Attack here. Yeah, I mean, that was me being very unwise with my range as well. I didn't have them in the position they needed to be in. Bam. You have 3 AP left? So you can rest. You have 0 AP left. 0. 0. Not gonna come out and play yet? Huh. Changes tactics. Whoops. That's a big whoops on my part. Straight up after my general, huh? Guess you have some range. This is gonna hurt. Yup. Here we go. That's exactly what we wanted. So now we're gonna come up with we're just get them all from behinds. See, she made a fatal mistake. She exposed herself to my troops. Whoops. Charging, huh? That's all you got. That's all you got. I'm like, oh no, Chris. You're losing Alon and all that. Not good, Chris. Except, I still got another attack with this guy. We're just flipping them back and forth. That's all we're doing. And we're softening them up, you know what I'm saying? Now they're like, uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Finish this. Bam. Strategy. And I didn't lose any of my generals. Let's get it. That was the big brain thinking. It's a lie. I can't believe I lost to you like this. Oh, you did. This is a dream. I don't believe it. Now, we did not hit up the house, which is too bad, but, you know. Amazing. I thought the military commanders were amateurs, but I respect you. I got respect. That's amazing. I'm sure God will bless you. Somehow, I'm feeling more courageous. The exercise was a great success. Let's go back. Bam. Success. Everyone praise me for my success. Flip flop. Click clack. Yeah, definitely some ongoing tactics I plan on using will be, number one, encouraging the AI to put themselves into position to my troops rather than me trying to, you know, cover the distance with a bunch of movement. Because it has them use more AP, and it has them use more Elan and all that, to have me take like a more measured defensive approach. But then, you know, if I could surround a particular general like that, then I'm, you know, especially if they've already moved themselves into position to where I can attack them, that's less AP I have to spend now to basically flip their facing back and forth, and that brings their command points down so they can take fewer actions per encounter. Because like you saw that going on to where the enemy general, basically she had 1 CP per encounter sometimes, so I would take a hit, but then I got 2 other actions I can take, and I'm just like pound, 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 and just work that back and forth to my advantage, even if they have stronger units. So that seems to be the way to go, for sure. Dying about the exercises, it's become popular. With that level of ability, I can't really be recognized as a marshal. Please excuse me during the meeting. This is an edict from His Majesty the Emperor. The Emperor saying something? Azan, oh my god, the monsters of Bafon have invaded Nordgard. They're going to the north? Those jerks. Moreover, it seems like the part of the army is advancing towards the free city of Valdez. Oh. He told me to immediately send my army to the front and cooperate with Northgard to repel the demon army. So they're kind of warping all the way around to take out these countries that are kind of these guarding points, or defensive points. If it's an order from the Emperor, it's unavoidable, says Oliver. Looking forward to Marshall dying, he said. We have no choice but to go with a small force. Yeah. Alexa says, I'm sorry, but if it was the old Merce, we could have sent a large army. Diane says, Your Highness, what are you so weak about? I'm sure we'll win. Immediately give orders to go battle. She's pretty confident. We got this. I understand. Well then, Marshal Dine, go to battle against Valdez. And I have to go too, okay? Do you agree with the Grand Duke's departure? What if I say no? Now that the army is weak, it would be too dangerous for Her Highness to go to battle. I would like you to refrain from this time. What do you all think? Grand Duke says, it's opposite. It's the opposite against the opposition. In the last resolution, I expressed my opinion by saying everyone is against the opinions of those who didn't take it. Okay. Roche says, that is a wonderful decision. We should definitely go to war to make known the majesty of Miss. Virginia says, I shouldn't have to go to war. Oliver says, it's better not to go to battle. Tristan says, I don't think we should go. You should go to war. Azan, please refrain from participating in the battle. Azan says, apparently there are more people who are against it. Her Highness, I request that Her Highness refrain from attending the battle at this time. If everyone says so, then it can't be helped, says Alexis. Now we can conclude this meeting. Marshal Dino, please prepare for departure. So I just told Alexis, don't come to battle. Bad thing? I don't know. But it was a decision to make, and I'm like, you know what? Let's make a decision. Oh, I'm looking into when I can save the game, because I would very much like to do that. Claude says, tomorrow will be when we finally go north. Please take a break today. Diane says, yeah, I understand. Wait, I did try to take a photo to translate. That night. Can I talk to you for a moment? The priest was telling me a strange story, says Alexis. Your Highness, please come in. Mr. Roche was talking? What is it? Alexis says, yeah, it's about the statue of the nameless god. It seems that part above the neck was added later. Did they have to rebuild it because it broke, or was it originally missing the part above the neck? Oh, okay, so that's what they're trying to say with the shadow, is that the shadow didn't show a shadow from the shoulders above back in when they first were bringing Dine in. So apparently her shadow, she doesn't have a shadow for her head or something. Okay, but apparently originally it was missing the head above the neck. Dine doesn't have any shadows from the neck up either. Are you sure you don't remember anything? Yes, but I've been having the same dream a lot lately. In the dream, I don't have a head, and I'm desperately searching for my own head. Finally, I dig the head out of a pile of corpses, but the head suddenly opens its eyes and speaks to me. What? The demon army destroys the world in the name of revenge, robs the world of its name with all the deaths, because the true name is life. What is your new name? Fight against the demon army. Let that name be true name. Confront those lost memories and lead a new world as our own. Thus, I see. Dine fights to regain her memories. She can do it. She also has mysterious powers. To me, but Alexis feels like she doesn't have any power. I'm scared. My mother and father are gone. I can't fight against the demon army. I don't want to be called the Grand Duke. So now we can gently comfort her, strictly encourage, or quietly comfort. I say gently comfort sounds like the approach. It's okay if you feel sorry for me. I'll always be your Highness' side. Please leave all the troublesome things to me. Dinah's kind, right? I guess I should leave it to her. Good night. Good night, Your Highness. Alexis' virtue has increased. So many decisions to make. Is this later that night? the next morning. As Sam would say, when do we get to save? It's finally time to go north. Organize your army and prepare to go to battle. Do you want to record this historical data? Which ones? Yes. Yes. I think we just wrote it, right? Man, I hope so. Let me look up that menu selection just in case. And that way I can confirm my save file, because that's what I really want to do, is confirm my save. Let's see here. Those are all the stats. Yeah, okay. Let's see, so this one is storage configuration. Strange. I think that's not what that means. Google Translate. Formation, combination. I think it's troop organization and stuff, stats, things like that. That's 2. The equipment menu is 2. Delegate armies is choice 3, some sort of delegate option. That's 4. Change the units you've organized, you can remove formations, things like that with selection 4. Section 5 is information about each unit. I assume 6 is moving on. And unit organization and equipment. Okay. See if one of these happens to show like a little save menu here in case I missed it. That's that menu. That's getting to bed the campaign menu, it looks like. I guess we turn it off to see what happens. That's what I would say. That's my 2 cents. Oh. Let's see what happens. Oh. So either I screwed it up or it's going to be great. Memory manager. Hey, there it is. Task backup. Yeah, there we go. We got it on there. I also replaced the battery recently in the Saturn here, just for that very reason. Saving the cartridge, please wait. Bang. Alright, so we have saved. Yay. And that's probably gonna be it for the night here, because it's gonna be getting late, and we got things to do tomorrow, man. But we have now started into Terra Phantastica, and I really like the game. I like the tactics. I like the story. It is everything I want in a streaming game. It goes a little slow with the translation, but so far I'm finding it manageable. This is a good game. Like, this is a good game, dude. That's just it. Like, quality, and it's cheap. So, you know, if you're going to have a Saturn, have Terra Phantastica, because so far, cool story, competent tactical combat, great looking game, great sounding game. Why would you not want to play this game? I don't understand. So, that's what we got. That's what we got for now. We will stream more and perhaps slowly get through this. And the pacing, I would probably do maybe one encounter at a time, I think, per night. I don't know if I would want to do any more than that, just in terms of keeping it nice and compartmentalized, good pacing. Unless I'm just feeling thirsty for some tactics goodness and get hooked in something. But so far, the mechanics make sense. It all makes sense. This is good. Anyway, have a good night. Thanks for joining. We will do more. This is a game we will continue for sure. So